Charlie and Vaggie were dating for a few months now. Things were going great between them. They both really loved each other and enjoyed each other's company. However, one day, Charlie would feel something off. She just couldn't explain it. Her entire life she wanted to be with someone, wanted true love, and maybe she had it. But maybe she could want more of it. She didn't really know what to do. But she decided to ignore those feelings. As Vaggie and Charlie one day would go on a walk, as they're holding hands, Vaggie would say, "So, can I ask you something?" Charlie would say, "Of course." As they continued to walk side by side, Vaggie would say, "Charlie, you've been amazing, and this relationship's been really fun. And I know it's only a few months, but you've been acting off. Is there anything wrong?" Charlie would say, "I don't know. It's just, well, I'm Polly, you see." And Vaggie would say, "Oh, you don't have a problem with that?" No. I mean, it would be fun, but I have to find the right person. They have to be a girl because, Charlie would say, "Yeah, I know. And it's not like I'll try to find the right person. Besides, I love you." "Oh, wait, it's only been a few months. I do," but Vaggie would then smile and kiss her and say, "I love you too." As then they would hold hands and walk down the sidewalk, enjoying each other's company. It's not like they would magically find someone. Besides, they can just relax and be together. But then, Charlie's stomach would begin to growl as Vaggie and Charlie would walk into a restaurant. As in this timeline, Loona was never found by Blitz. Instead, she grew out of the system and became homeless until she worked at, well, Hell's version of Hooters. As Charlie and Vaggie would sit down, she would say, "Do we really have to eat here?" As then Vaggie would say, "Why? They're just hot women." Charlie would say, "I thought you would be mad that they objectify them." "Objectify? They get good money off of dummies who tip because they're hot. That's not objectifying, that's smart." Charlie would say, "Good point." As then they sat there and began to eat. As many servers were walked around, eventually Loona would come to serve them, as Charlie would immediately blush. She had a thing for hellhounds, but something about her was different. Something about her was more intense, as Vaggie would smirk and say, "We'll get the special." As then Loona would walk off, as Loona would be thinking, "Damn, those two women are cute. Oh well, just another part of the job." As things would continue, eventually they'd finish their meal. As Vaggie would walk up to Loona, Charlie would say, "What are you doing?" Vaggie would say, "Making things interesting." She would walk up to Loona. Loona said, "You're not gonna get handsy, are you? You know that's the rule." Yeah. You free later?" Loona would blush and say, "Yeah. We're both kind of poly. Well, my girlfriend is. I'm not really into that yet. I just want to experiment, so I thought we'd go on a date." Loona would say, "I would like that." As then Vaggie and Charlie would then walk off after giving Loona their number. As then Loona would go home and lay down as she sighed. Her entire life she's been alone. She's alone in the orphanage, alone in the restaurant. Everyone either laughed at her or tried to take advantage of her, but they seemed genuine. But that could be a lie. Could anyone really like her? These thoughts went into her head. As Loona thought, what if they just want to use me? What if they see me as a cute novelty and not an actual person? Maybe this is a ruse. There has been things where high-powered people will meet up with lower forms for dates and then take them away. But Loona was going to take that risk. As she began to shake, she would pick up the phone. As we cut to Charlie and Vaggie, it was the next day. Charlie was hoping Loona would call, but she probably would have called shortly after. Most likely she wasn't going to call. It was no big deal. As suddenly the phone would ring. As Loona would call, Charlie would say, pick up. Vaggie would answer and say, "Hello?" As Vaggie picked up, Loona would say, "Hey, I'm sorry about not calling you all. I just kind of got nervous since you're both so pretty." Vaggie would say, "I know I'm pretty." As then Loona would say, yeah, right." As Charlie would say, What'd she say? Vaggie would say, "I'm talking on." Okay. Where do you want to meet up at?" How about the park?" Loona would say, "I'll be right there." She would hang up and immediately get dressed. As then Charlie and Vaggie would get ready, Charlie would say, "You think she'll like us? You think she'll be cool with us? Should we wear something fancy?" "No, it's just to the park. We should." Vaggie would say, "Charlie, calm down. Just be yourself, okay?" Charlie would nod, as then they would both hold hands. As they both held hands, they would both look at each other. Charlie would say, "I'm so effing nervous." Vaggie would say, "You'll be fine, Charlie. What if she doesn't like me? What if, hey, you're beautiful, you're hot, you're attractive, and you're fun, kind, silly, cute. You're everything. You're the perfect girl. and perfect anybody. Anybody would like you, Charlie. Charlie would say thank you. As Luna would be watching from a tree, not really wanting to get involved yet, seeing what type of people they are. And they seemed genuine, so Luna would slowly walk over and she would say hi. Charlie would say, hi, do you want to walk around? Luna would say, yeah, I guess. As then they would walk around and begin to talk. As Charlie and Vaggie talked, they would also talk to Luna, obviously. She walked in between them. As Charlie and Vaggie would slowly hold her hands and she would smile. It felt so warm. It felt so nice. As they ran around the park, usually Luna would look at her phone all the time, but she didn't hear. She just felt so nice. And they just talked and talked for hours and hours about themselves as they walked laps and sat down on the bench. It was honestly a nice moment. Luna was used to, well, quick-paced action and pleasure and stuff like this, but things that are being slowed down like this, even though they were boring at first, they've kind of grown on her. They had its own, well, charm, I guess you could say. It was just nice to be nice. It was nice to slow down. As Luna would say, I'll see you guys later, as she would smile and walk off. As Charlie and Vaggie would go back to the hotel, Vaggie would say, so, what'd you think of her? Charlie would say, she is absolutely amazing, right? Vaggie would go, well, yeah, she is pretty amazing. I want to keep her. I want to have her. We need her. Charlie would say, okay, coming on a little bit too strong. And then we got to Luna. As Luna would then be filled with joy, she's just laid down in her bed, thinking about them both, having fantasies, having dreams about them. These were the ones that actually cared about her, the ones that she could be with. It made her so happy. And she had an idea. As a few more dates would happen, eventually, Luna would walk up to him and say, hey, you know how you guys want to do something? Well, I have a plan. Charlie would say, what's that? Why don't we start a restaurant together? Charlie would go, I want to move in with you guys. Charlie would say, what? Well, I've been watching our restaurant, and our food's not that good. I mean, people come here for the pretty women, not the food. But we could do both. And I've been observing how things are cooked. Ever since I was in the orphanage, I had to cook things for myself. I feel like we can do it. And I've really monitored everything. Charlie would say, well, I am rich. I could do anything. But that being said, I've never really... Luna would say, please. If you do it, we'll have fun tonight. As Vaggie would say, are you using yourself to get your way? Luna would say, is it working? Absolutely not. As then, Luna would take off her shirt. And then Vaggie would say, okay, it's working. As then Luna would take them up to upstairs, and we'll cut to the next day because YouTube doesn't like that stuff. As then they all woke up in bed, Charlie would say, wow, that was amazing. Luna would say, yeah, I wish we'd done that sooner. Charlie would say, do you really want that restaurant? I mean, we could. I mean, I just kind of want to stay here. Charlie would say, F it, we're doing it. Really? Yeah. As in Charlie and Luna would get ready. The next day would come. Charlie would say, are you sure you don't want to come? Nah, you two should get some alone time together. Besides, I gotta set things up for this restaurant. As in Charlie and Luna would go to the health inspector. And hell, you need to get a license to start a restaurant. It was kind of really easy. There was a lot of crappy places. As Charlie and Luna would simply walk into an office with an imp sitting on the desk. Imp would look up. He would say, what do you two want? Charlie would say, well, I'm kind of here for, well, I want to start a restaurant. You see, the imp would go, you're royalty. Here's a stamp. As then he would stamp it. That's it. Yep. You'll get a health inspector visit every year. And if it's not enough to code, they normally shut you down. But since you're royalty, you can probably do whatever the hell you want. Now get out of my office. As then Charlie and Luna would walk out. As they came back to their house, they would see a restaurant right next to it. It was pristine and clean, with maids working on it 24/7. As Charlie would say, what the F happened? Vaggie would say, I called your father. He helped me out. You called my father? Yep. Now, let's continue. As then, Charlie and Vaggie and Luna would work on their restaurant idea for day and night. As Charlie, Vaggie, and Luna enjoyed their restaurant, they called it Rainbows. The women and men there wore tight little outfits, and they were rainbow colored. It was a place for LGBTQ people to come and have fun, kind of like Hooters, but with men there too. As the food there was also actually pretty good. They served ice cream there too, ice cream, daiquiris, and delicious food. It was known as a party area for people to come by. One day, as the restaurant was going well, Charlie, Vaggie, and Luna would all sit down, watching. As Charlie would say, "You think we did a good thing for the community?" Vaggie would say, "Yeah, hon." Loona would say, "I think we did. I mean, we either could do that or do something crazy like redeem sinners." As then they would all laugh and say, "Could you imagine how crazy that would be?" "Yeah." As then Charlie would say, "That doesn't sound too bad." As then they would watch as the day ended and as they brought in business and became a pillar of the community, bringing people together. Sure, hell may be full of crazy people, evil people, sinners, overlords, and the worst people you can imagine, but some of them aren't that bad. And even in the worst places, love finds a way. That's going to leave things all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends. I'm not in the best mood today. I'm fine, but one of my friends just isn't doing too well, and I try to cheer them up, but I'm not gonna out them, of course, you know what I mean? I would never do that, but they have an eating disorder, and it's just, I've never really dealt with that before. So if you guys have advice how to deal with that, let me know in the comments.